Okay, here we are all set up for part 1 of the lab today. First, we need to get ready to code in SQL, which has already been done, and now we can create our table. This will just create an empty table, and now we can fill it in. Now we're going to take a look, and it's coming back exactly as we want. So it's just a table of made-up imaginary data, just created some people, and listed some of their favorite things. So let's practice deleting a row. We're going to do it based off of the favorite animal panda because there is only one entry. And now let's see if it worked. Perfect, it did. But as we can see now, the ID starts at 2. And since we're not linking it to anything, I'm just going to update that so that we see 1 to 9 because the numbers are kind of arbitrary in this case. And there we've got it. So if we wanted to find all of the flowers that started with the letter D, we could use this code. And similarly, we can look for the ending of words. So there's an example of that. Last name ending in OOK, it brings up Cook. We can also look at columns. That'll pull back the author column, or if we wanted to do more than one, we just add a comma between the two titles. And there we have it. We want to add a column. We can do that. So this just, let's take a look, added an empty column here. In order to fill it in, we have to actually manually put that in. So I just added favorite shapes and I just alternated between circle, square, and triangle. So let's take a look. And it worked. So this is the end of this section. I'm going to drop the table. That will effectively delete it. And testing, we can see when we try to call the table, it doesn't come up anymore. No such table. So for part 2 of the lab, I've opened a second Jupyter notebook. And this should be set up already. So we're ready to go. We're just going to create the same table. I just copied and pasted all of this from the first one so that we have some data to work with. And we can see it came in. And we have our initial row again, and we don't have the column shape. So in order to actually visualize this data, we're going to use the Python library matplotlib. And this, we'll just import that. And now that we've got it loaded, we can create a bar chart. So this is just going to be a very basic bar chart. You can see no title, no order. Just very, but it's good. It shows us what we need to know. It shows us the count of the different favorite fruits. See, apple is the most popular, banana is the least popular. If we wanted to do a pie chart, we could do that too. In this one, we've added a title. So we're labeling what this data actually represents. We can also add other features to the bar chart. So for example, this one, we're going to change the color. We're going to make the bar chart pink. There it is. Same as the first one, we just changed the color. But we can do other things with the bar chart too. What we're going to do here is we're going to change the order, and that is done in this section of the code here, where it says, so as you can see, the chart itself is created using Python code, but the contents of the chart are done using SQL. So we're calling our data, we're going to say we want the column fruit and we want the count of fruit, and we're going to take it from our table favorites. Then it says we're going to group by our variable fruit. If we don't include this, it just comes back as one column. And then order by count of fruit descending. This will give us a descending order like so. And we changed the color to pink, and we added a title as well. So if I were to pick which one of these tables I would actually use, it would definitely be the last one because it has more information and the order is more meaningful as well. And now that we're done with that, we don't have to, but we can drop the table. And that is how you work with SQL in Jupyter Notebooks.